Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt, I am the AmeriCanadianGamer, and today I'm going to be answering the questions that you asked me in my 5,000 subscriber video. But before we get to that, I do have an announcement that I want to make. I am going to be starting a new series on this channel that I am calling Subscriber Spotlight. And this is a series that is all about you and what you do in first-person shooters. And basically, it's a highlight reel of all the cool things that can happen in a game based on what you do. Wow, I am describing this really bad. Okay, so basically what it comes down to is, if something you do is just really awesome or you have a really good play in any first-person shooter, just send me the clip and I put it up on the channel. Plain and simple as that. That's all that it takes. So, let's say you have an amazing Killionaire in Halo, or you do something in Battlefield that is just mind-bogglingly insane. Then just send me the clip and I'll put it up on the channel. And you get to show it off to everybody, then, tell your friends about it, all that good stuff. That is basically what this amounts to. And ways to record your content, there are many ways to record your content. I am not going to go over that here because, there's all sorts of programs that let you do it. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One have sharing capabilities now, and also there are just other ways to get around it, like you save it to your Xbox, your Halo 4 file share. Send me the link to your file share, and I will go get the video and put it up on the channel. Just plain and simple as that. Now, if you want to send me a clip, you do have to send the information to my email. Send it to AmeriCanadianGamer@yahoo.com, AmeriCanadianGamer@yahoo.com. Send it there, either a link to a YouTube video that you put up, like if you just throw it up on YouTube, send me the link to the YouTube video and I'll download it from YouTube. I have a program to do that, and then I'll put it up on my channel. Or if you want to, just send me the link to your, give me your Xbox Live ID, and then give me the name of the file in your file share. If it's Halo, then I'll grab it from there. There's all sorts of different things that we can do to get that, but there are many ways to save and record your content. I'm not going to go over that. You can figure that out, and just send me whatever you get, and it'll get up on the channel. Really, just as simple as that. I really can't explain it any other way than that. So I'm really looking forward to see what you guys can do, because after seeing how people play, there are so many people that are so much better than me at all the different games that I play. There are so many people that are so good, and they do some amazing things, and I just want to see what you're capable of and put it up on the channel and just show everybody, like, hey, look, there are some really talented people out there that are really skilled. Really, it's as simple as that. That's really all it comes down to. So, as I said, just send the clips to AmeriCanadianGamer@yahoo.com. I'll put all the information in the description, so if you missed it, just go in the description and you'll find everything there. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the questions now, shall we? There were only 5 of them, which I thought there were more, but maybe people deleted theirs, or, sometimes YouTube's comment section's really weird. Ever since they, made it mate with Google+, really weird things have happened. Those two are not compatible. Those two are not compatible at all. But here are the 5 that I have. If I did miss your question, re-ask it in the comments of this video, and I'll answer in the comments section. I'll just reply to you right there. So I apologize if I missed it, but I will answer you if you ask it in the comments here. Or if you wanted to ask something and you forgot, go ahead and ask it here, and I'll just answer in the comments, but it won't be up in another video. But let's go ahead and start off here. We got our first question is from Nicholas Hackett, who asks, "Hey Matt, if you were to never play an FPS again for $100 million, would you? Or would you keep playing first-person shooters and make $1,000 a week?" That's a really interesting question, because $100 million is a lot of money. That is so much money. And I'm still not sure which one I would take. Chances are I would actually probably take the $1,000 a week. I think I would take the $1,000 a week. As much as I love, oh man, I should have probably thought about this. I thought I could just go through and answer these questions without really going through and thinking hard about them. But that's a really tough one, because, you know what? No, I would do the $1,000 a week and keep playing the first-person shooters, because I just love them. Money can only buy you so much. And when you get to a certain point in your income, you don't really, I don't know. It just seems like $100 million is just too much money. Just too much at that point. For a guy like me, I'm a really simple guy. I don't need a big yacht or a mansion or just anything like that. I like just sitting around a table with my friends, drinking, you know, some nice beer and playing Magic the Gathering or playing video games. I am not a very complicated person in the end, so $100 million, I would be set for life, but I would be set for life and probably be happier if I was getting $1,000 a week and playing first-person shooters. So I'm going to take the $1,000 a week on that one. Kind of tough at first, but I guess once I started thinking about it, I'm definitely taking the $1,000 a week. Okay, so let's move on to question number 2, which was asked by Boss. Have you ever considered playing Gotham City Imposters or Plants vs. Zombies? I have actually played Gotham City Imposters. I played a lot of Gotham City Imposters when it was released, and I used to put it up on the channel on occasion, but the population, at least on PC, is pretty much dead because Games for Windows Live just killed it so quickly because it was a thing and it really killed it. And then the free-to-play update eliminated a lot of the stuff I unlocked. I had so many skins for the shotgun. Like the shotgun, I loved the shotgun. It was my main weapon. I ran shotgun. It was the pump-action shotgun with the Buccaneer, which is pretty much the musket sniper rifle. I ran those two with the fire axe. And I was the lightest body type with the ability to double jump. So I was basically a scout with the flying guillotine and a sniper rifle, is basically what I was, and I would just topple teams in that game. I was good at that game, and also my old clan leader, who went by the name Wizard, he was at one point the #1 ranked PC player for Gotham City Imposters in the world. And he said right now you can play on European servers. There's more population over on the European side, but I have enough problems connecting to servers around me with the internet that I have, let alone across the Atlantic. The Atlantic is the one between... But yes, I used to play a lot of Gotham City Imposters. I'm not going to put it back up on the channel because it is such an old game that really nobody plays anymore. I might reference it, I might talk about it on occasion, but it's not going to become a forefront of the channel. And as for Plants vs. Zombies, I am not much into the mobile scene of gaming, especially like Plants vs. Are you talking about Garden Warfare? You're probably talking about Garden Warfare now that I think about it. No, I'm not really interested in Garden Warfare. Not at all. I mean, I've heard it's a great game. I've heard it's fun, but I just have no interest to play it whatsoever. So there won't be any Garden Warfare or normal Plants vs. Zombies on the channel. So I'm sorry about that, but that's just how it is. Okay, question number 3 comes from longtime subscriber and frequent commenter Hanayo Asa, who asks, thanks to the videos you put on this channel, we know more or less what kind of video games you like. RPGs, MMOs, and FPSs. Maybe platform games too. But what kinds of games do you hate and wouldn't play at all? There's only one genre of game that I really cannot play at all, and that's RTS. I cannot play a real-time strategy game. I just can't do it. Me and them, we don't get along. I don't know why. My brain just doesn't process the information in a way that is efficient to be effective in that kind of game, at least to the point where I could put it on a channel. I just can't play it. I cannot do RTS games. I've never liked them, and I'm probably never going to like an RTS. A close runner-up to that would be the MOBA genre, you know, League of Legends, but I loved Smite. And I played it quite a bit, and then I kind of stopped, but I did like Smite. So I don't like League because it has I just don't like League. I don't have a real reason, but I just don't like it. I can't bring myself to play it. But Smite, I did like, and I'm really looking forward to the new first-person shooter MOBA. Was it Battleborn? I'm looking forward to that, and that's definitely something I'm really going to be thinking about. I did dip into Monday Night Combat a little bit a while back, but I didn't enjoy Monday Night Combat nearly as much as I enjoyed Smite. Smite was a pretty good game, and now I'm looking forward to Battleborn. But really, RTS is the only genre I cannot stand. I cannot stand an RTS. I just can't. Okay, question number 4 comes from God of Awesome 4, who asks, as for a question, would you play Battlefield 4 again as the issues are fixed, at least the bad ones, and also do you think Titanfall failed or no? Okay, I have explained multiple times why I am never going back to Battlefield 4, and it's not because I think the game is bad or I think it's just a poorly made game. No, I think the game was great. When the game ran, The game was awesome, and I loved it, and I was actually pretty good at it when it ran. But they had so many issues with it. Every time they fixed something, it broke something else, and they just continuously went through this cycle of it's broken, hey, it's fixed, it's broken, fixed, broken, and that just went on and on and on for so long. And then when China Rising came out, they decided they did not want to give me the China Rising expansion, despite the fact that I had actually already paid for it with my Digital Deluxe pre-order through Origin. I sent them an email, I contacted support, said here's my receipt, here's the invoice, here's everything that happened, and they were like, no, you have to buy it again. There's proof right here that you paid for it already, but you have to buy it again. That's where I drew the line. That's when I stopped putting up with it. So, no Battlefield 4 anymore on the channel. Now, I might tap into Hardline. Hardline, I might give it a shot just because, just for the sake of the channel, because who knows, it might be good. I can't tell the future. Maybe they'll learn from their mistakes. I really doubt it, but we'll see. We'll see. It could end up being a pretty good game, pretty fun game. I'll give it a shot. I wasn't going to, because, you know, that November-October release window, so many games come out, like Call of Duty, Halo, all these other games come out, that you have to kind of pick and choose, and Battlefield was at the bottom, and it was going to get chopped first, and the other games were going to take priority. But they delayed Battlefield Hardline, so now there may not be something coming out at the same time as Hardline, which means I will probably at least pick it up and try it out a little bit for the channel. I don't know, no promises as to if I'm going to put a lot of it, or if I'm even going to like it, or if you're even going to see more than one video, or even a single video. No promises, but I am going to at least pick it up and try it and see if I like it. But as for Battlefield 4, no more Battlefield 4, and I'm not going back to Battlefield 3. There's so many things coming up, and so many things I gotta get ready for, that I don't really have the time to kind of step back and retread onto Battlefield 3. I'm gonna hop in just right into the games that are coming out in the near future. But as for Titanfall, no, I don't think Titanfall failed at all. What I think really hurt Titanfall was the game was majorly overhyped. Just way overhyped for what it should be. I mean, everyone was just talking about how it was going to be the biggest next game changer in the first-person shooter genre, which it wasn't, but it was an amazing game that I just love to death. It is so fun, it's so fast, and it's everything I want in a first-person shooter. It's like one of my personal hobbies is kind of amateur game design, and when I want to design like the perfect first-person shooter for me, it's pretty much Titanfall without the mechs, and then the mechs just make it so much better. So I really just kind of latch on to Titanfall right away, and the game is just so much fun. I just love it so much, and I also think that it was hurt a lot by the controversy of its price. A lot of people thought that Titanfall was not worth $60 because it did not have a full single-player campaign, which is a really weird logic to go by, because by that very logic, you could say, well, Skyrim's not worth $60 because it doesn't have a multiplayer. Two completely different games, but the logic is the same. So, you know, it's all about what you personally feel about the game, you know, subjectively. Like, I think it was worth the $60. I got more than my $60 worth of that game, and I think it was worth the price tag. But somebody that doesn't love first-person shooters, especially multiplayer ones, as much as me, may not pay even $10 for it because they like other games. But, you know, that's just how the market works. You buy what you think is worth buying. That's, you know, there you go. If you don't think Titanfall was worth $60, you're probably not the core demographic that they were going for. But I don't think Titanfall failed. I think it did disappoint a lot of people because it was really overhyped, but I don't think it failed, and I'm really excited to see what they pull out for the next one. I can't wait for that. But let's get on to our very last question here, and this one comes from Luke Rafferty, who asks, how did you come up with your YouTube name? Very basic question that I've explained a few times, but, you know, it never hurts to say it again. AmeriCanadianGamer. It comes from the fact that, well, things have changed a lot lately. When I first started the channel, I was living in Canada with my, at the time, fiance, And I started the channel. I thought, you know what? I'll combine American and Canadian, because American ends with C-A-N and Canadian begins with C-A-N. So AmeriCanadian. I made the logo that was the maple leaf with the stars and stripes in the middle of it. I also had a different logo, which was the American flag, but instead of having 50 stars, it was one white maple leaf. Like, there's a lot of neat little things you can do with the American flag and Canadian flag, combining the two. There's a whole lot of neat little things you can do with it. But that's where it all kind of started, was AmeriCanadian. But my wife and I, we separated and I came back to the States. And I wasn't sure if I could even keep the name. Because, you know, I'm not technically in Canada anymore. I'm not married to a Canadian anymore. So should I keep the name AmeriCanadian? And somebody pointed out that, you know, that being in Canada became a part of me, and it kind of, you know, left its mark on me. And I thought, you know, that's a really good point. I did live there. I wasn't just visiting. I lived there. I lived in the culture. I lived in everything there. And I fell in love with the country. I love the country so much. I mean, I missed home dearly, but I miss there as well. You know, I'm kind of torn right now. I did really fall in love with the place. But I decided that I could keep the name because that's a part of me now. And that's the identity with the channel. And there are so many good reasons to keep it, and I'm getting a little emotional right now. There's just a lot of really good reasons to keep it. And so I'm going to stay the AmeriCanadianGamer. That's who I am. That's my identity now. And it's one that I'm actually very proud of. It's one that, like, I'm very sad of circumstances that have happened recently. You know, you can only do the best you can with what you have, and right now this is what I have, and this is who I am, and I'm very, very blessed to have what I have right now. So it's sticking. AmeriCanadian is sticking, and that's how I got my name. I'm sorry, I got a little emotional there, but there you go. There you have it. That is all the questions. There was one more about Magic the Gathering. I thought somebody asked, and like I said, if you asked it and I didn't answer it, go ahead and just leave it in the comments and I'll reply to you there. Or if you have another question or a follow-up, put it in the comments and I'll reply in the comments. I'm not going to make another video about it. But there you go. And also, don't forget about subscriber spotlight. Send me your clips. I really want to put some awesome plays up on the channel that I'm not capable of making. So, you know, get me those clips, send them to me, and let's just see what happens. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.